regret, I guess I would have, is that my job was to bring a Super Bowl to Dallas, and I didn't do it.
That's the one thing I truly love about the Cowboys organization and the fan base is it's that or nothing.
You give your whole body and heart, soul, everything into it, and you just wanted that for all the fans.
If that's not how you think, whether you're a fan, whether you're a player, whether you're a coach, then I think you're in the wrong business. And honestly, I don't want you on my team. So I love those expectations, and it'll always be there.
The expectations are high in Dallas. There's no argument there. But I have a question for you, Clarence Hill. Okay, we talked about Christian Parker. We talked a little bit about Coach Schotty. We heard from Dak, Tony Romo there. Who has the most pressure this season? Coach Schottenheimer, Christian Parker, the new DC, or who's my third one?
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. Okay.
Well, let's start with Christian Parker. It can't be Christian because he just got here, right? Okay. And when we talk about pressure, we're talking about 30 years of pressure. We're talking about 30 years of not winning a Super Bowl or getting to the Super Bowl since the last title following the 1995 season. That's not on Christian Parker. Unfortunately, because the Cowboys are, hey, Christian Parker's going to be the difference. If you listen to Dak, when he talked at that press conference, he talked about, I said, it's Super Bowl bust every year, right? It's Super Bowl bust every year. Why is this year you feel that you have a better chance because of all the changes, because of Christian Parker? You know, they're pushing, like Christian Parker's going to be the difference maker, right? He's the difference maker, so they're putting a lot of pressure on him. But let's be real about it. It's Dak, it's Schotty. You know, and Schotty, first year as a coach, losing record, okay? Mm-hmm. You fire your defensive coordinator, you bring in a new defensive coordinator. It's on you. I mean, this legacy is about you, okay? You have to get it done. If they don't get to the playoffs, there's no guarantee you come back for a third year.
This is true. Yeah.
And maybe you need to do something in the playoffs as well, but there's no guarantee you come back for a third year. So the pressure's on Schotty as head coach, but Dak and his legacy. You know, he's a $60 million quarterback. He's going to own all the Cowboys records, right? And we talked to Dak. Right now, it's all about Super Bowl for him. That's the only thing that's left for him to accomplish. His legacy is on the line. People trash his name unfairly, unfortunately, because of their lack of playoff success. As far as legacy and longevity and career and how you want to be remembered, it's on Dak for sure.
2 playoff wins, kind of tough to swallow.
Well, 2 playoff wins, but it's not like he played bad in those other games. That's the thing that people only remember the bad game. They don't remember when he was damn near perfect against Tom Brady. They don't remember when he was a rookie, okay? A rookie in 2016, he outdueled Aaron Rodgers, okay? He brought him back from 10 points down at home as a rookie against Aaron Rodgers to take the lead, and they lost the game because the defense gave up a 3rd and 30. And they don't remember how well he played in that game. We only remember the bad games. So the word is Dak has played bad in the playoffs. He has not. But those 2 playoff wins, when Roger and Troy got 2 or more playoffs, Super Bowl titles, it looks bad, especially since he will end his career as owning all the Cowboy passing records.
Well, I'm glad you brought up defense because that's another address that needs to come up this season because obviously that was the downfall last year, right? You had this amazing offense and you're bringing those foundational pieces. But let's get to the defense. I want to talk position battles. We're going to start with the cornerbacks, right? You're hoping you have a healthy Deron Bland, a Savone Revel that looks healthy. You have Kalen Carson the 3rd year, but then you got some new pieces in there. What are you seeing kind of merging into that?
Well, I mean, the bottom line is the biggest question is how healthy is Bland? You know, and he's the guy who was special, former Pro Bowler, former All-Pro. He's been hurt the past 2 years. He did not participate in OTAs or minicamp. He's still coming back from a foot injury. You need him on the field. If he's not on the field, then, that's a setback. The good news is Kobe Durant, a veteran they got from the Rams, has shown the capability. He's insurance that he can start if Revel or Bland doesn't show up. But you need Bland. Certainly you need Revel, was a 2nd-round pick of a year ago. He was hurt coming off. He was injured all last year. He wasn't healthy at all last year, coming off a knee injury from college. He's healthy now, running full speed. You need those guys to show up. But that's the biggest question on defense. Who's going to play corner?
Let's go to the linebackers because you could pick any position from last season. There was a lot of struggles, but I think the linebacker, the frustration, they never really found who the green dot was. They're trying to address that early this season. I'm hearing DeMarvion Overshown is kind of the front runner as of now. It's July, so to be fair on that. But what were you seeing out there, OTAs and the talk of?
Well, let's just say this. Last year, they didn't have a capable linebacker. They didn't have an NFL-ready linebacker, let alone the green dot, okay? Okay, that's how bad the position. That's how bad the play was at the position. It wasn't just about the green dot. It was about everything about the linebacker position. And DeMarvion Overshown coming back healthy, looking to play 17 games. He got a new agent. He got Micah Parsons' agent. He got Pickens' agent. Got David Mulugeta. He's looking to have a big year. He's in a contract year. If he's healthy, everybody expects him to be special. D. Winters, they signed to play opposite him. He's a TCU guy. He played at San Francisco last year. Played well in San Francisco. Either Overshown or Winters will likely be the green dot. Overshown wants it. The Cowboys like the fact that he wants it. He wants to take charge and be the leader on that defense, be the green dot. But is that his best position? You know, thinking back about Overshown, his ability to run sideline to sideline, go to the quarterback, not just plug the gap in the middle, which is traditionally what your green dot does. But the good news is they like Overshown. He's healthy. He's ready to go. He's looking to have a big year, which is why he got a new agent.
There's a lot of things to keep an eye on when you're talking about position battles. We just talked about defense. Of course, you have the left tackle situation happening on offense as well. But before we leave, Clarence, I have to thank you for being here with us on a Sunday, because next Sunday you're going to be in Oxnard. Now, there's a picture floating around, so I know you got to get on the road to be enjoying yourself poolside.
Wow.
I'm very much jealous, but we thank you very much for being here. You guys make sure you follow Clarence on Clarence Hill Jr. on the X. He's going poolside. Thank you, Clarence.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.